Firstly, the broad uh, treatment, the inhuman treatment or the cruel treatment by the Axis forces uh, towards the prisoners of war was broadly known. It was not a surprise, it was not a secret. Genocide, that mass scale murder of Jews, of Poles, uh, that was not known at that time, not even to Subhash, because he was living in a very restricted environment where these kind of activities or news were not passed on. He was dealing with the foreign ministry, particularly with the foreign ministry of the German government. He met with Hitler, but there is no reason why Hitler would discuss this kind of stuff with him, and nobody else did. And this, despite the fact that it is very important to know and critical to remember that the Free India Center, which was the nucleus Indian government in exile, was supported, run mostly by Germans in the foreign ministry who were anti Hitler. And many of them were rounded up and hanged or fired and killed, basically, for their anti Hitler conspiracy. So, Netaji's main supporters in the German establishment were anti Hitlers. Of course, he was interacting with all the top leaders. He was interacting with regularly with Ribbentrop. He was interacting with Himmler, and they were helping him as well, but at the individual level. There was no Subhas was not involved in any particular manner with the policies of the German government, and there was no information also. Even the other countries did not know until much later what exactly was going on. These were not open operations. It's not as if that the German government were doing this under open public scrutiny or these were being reported in the newspapers. There was no way to know, and it did not reach Subhas at all as long as he was in Germany. Having said that, having said that, there is a parallel of Indians because this question was faced even by Subhash himself. This question was thrown to him by a Jewish friend of his when he was in Europe in 1934, around 1934, 1935. And that lady, Jewish lady, a Jewish couple, they asked him point blank that why are you even interested in negotiating with these powers, the fascist and the Nazi powers, knowing that they are going to torture so many people. They are racist, basically a racist regime and all. Subhas's answer was that back home in India, the regime under which millions of Indians are living is no less racist. And when it comes to choosing, I have to put my national interest above everything else. And that is a principle which he made clear. Not many people noticed it, but he made it clear in his presidential speech in the Haripura Congress in 1938. He said very clearly that it is not our concern what is happening domestically within other countries. It is their problem, their concern. Our problem is to attain freedom. Our problem is to get help from international powers. Just as we don't want any foreign power to come and meddle in our internal affairs, we would do better to keep out of our ambit moralizing about internal affairs of other countries. It is their problem, not ours. We have a much bigger problem, and let's deal with that first. Rather than talking about global peace and let millions of our countrymen be butchered, let's get our freedom first.